We are live in person to the Sport Valley Boys podcast, and the show starts. My Pat McAfee voice. Before we get Pat McAfee voice, oh my God, what in the world? What in the world going on? What in the world? What in the world? What the hell?
It's like Bill Murray said, it's raining cats and dogs living together.
Boy, we got a big straw making an appearance tonight, and we're gonna talk about. We're gonna bring back the conversation with Jerry West last week. The guys didn't make it, but I talked about Jerry West and some of the things that made him a great man, and lost him. And we lost probably the greatest baseball player ever.
In my opinion, yes, that's the overall baseball player. If you want to talk about an original 5-team player, you have to mention his name.
Yeah. We're going to get in that discussion just a minute. This part of the show we say, let go.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys.
And this is the Four Valley Boy podcast. And of course, we are on Sundays and Wednesdays. We took this Sunday off because it was Father's Day. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Hope you got the big piece of chicken. We got our big sponsor, Ryan Anderson, here. And Big Straw. Tell them about your product, Big Straw.
Man, you're looking for different straws. I mean, a lot of people carrying around these bubble cups and these different types of insulated cups. You probably done lost your straw. Don't just go getting one. Get you a crazy straw. We got them in all colors, all team colors, all shapes, all sizes. You want to get you a crazy straw. Just hit me up. Crazy straws. Yeah, we crazy.
You brought them. We got a regular name now, but let me get the rest of my sponsor right quick. Just for Men, got gray your beard. Want to get it out? Just for Men. Ryan does not want the gray out of his beard. It's immaculate. No need to change it. Dax Wave and Groove. Michael Atwater has had waves since 1994. He doesn't have any hair, but yet he still has waves right now.
He's a hater.
And I just try to figure out how can I be like yeah, I'm a hater. I'm just trying to figure out how.
Ryan, don't be rushing nobody to get on the show. You ain't even showing up.
Hey, man, don't do that. Don't do that. You calm your voice down when you talk to me, partner. You know what? Forget about it. I'll take care of this after the show. Don't even worry about it.
You trying to rush somebody to get on the show?
Get you like I should have got you in Japan, Michael. That's all I'm going to say. They don't know, but you know. I'm going to get you like I should have got you in Japan. Don't worry about it.
DNP. You've been DNP. Did not participate.
Real life happens, brother.
Go ahead, Faye.
No disrespect to my boy Fabian, because there were plenty of times I got on here with just me and him. I'm just saying.
That was y'all show.
Just saying. But I got on when it wasn't no you. No.
That's what I'm saying, brother. Don't be trying to check me and come out where we at home, boy. Don't be checking me, cuz.
Dax Wave and Groom.
Go ahead, Faye. I check the country nigga, cuz.
Oh my God. I'm not doing it with y'all. Dax Wave and Groom. Wave like Mike, get it for $4 at Dollar General. Arizona Tea, that's Damon's sponsor. It's 99 cents at Walmart. Drink half a can, you'll be pre-diabetic. Drink the other half of the can, you'll be in the hospital trying to get the sugars out of you. You'll be on metformin and Wegovy. All right?
I got diabetes.
You had the diabetes. I'm with Birmingham, and I got diabetes. Diabetes. On Facebook and YouTube, the channel we go to. We love for y'all to go to follow the YouTube page so we can start making some money off this. So we can have our own version of Nightcap. BuyNightShirt.com. Bernard Ingram, Fort Valley alumnus and the Kappa Alpha Psi member. BuyNightShirt.com. You went to HBCU or you pledged one of the Divine Nine. Get your stuff from there. Damon Podcast, chopping it up. Go ahead and hit Damon up. He has a Patreon page. Hit him up. Great podcast. And of course, our favorite sponsors, Henny and Coke, Poirot, Exo, and Ginger Ale. The what, Michael?
Huh?
The dark liquors.
The dark liquors. The dark liquors. This last week has been tough. Last week for your sports fan. Last Wednesday, we lost Jerry West. Last night we lost Willie Mays. In my eyes, all of us are too young to have seen Willie play, but probably the greatest baseball player ever. And that's saying a lot with Babe Ruth and Joe DiMaggio and others. I'm gonna start with Mike, then go to Ryan. Give us some thoughts about Willie Mays. To say, hey kid.
Man, Willie Mays to our family, to our uncles and daddies, is what Michael Jordan is to us, man. Willie Mays is arguably the greatest baseball player to ever live, regardless of Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, whatever. We didn't see Willie Mays play. Of course, we saw highlights or whatever. But Willie Mays is the Michael Jordan to us, to my daddies and uncles. And, they kind of, I ain't say they cried, but they kind of tough, man, because that's somebody that they grew up on. Like, we grew up on Jordan and stuff. They grew up on Willie Mays. I didn't know till the day this dude I've never heard anybody make the All-Star team 24 times. He was a 24-time All-Star. That's unreal, man. So, and they were planning to do something tomorrow anyway in Birmingham at the
Rickwood.
Something was going on down there.
They were having
they're doing a pro game there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, rest in peace to arguably the greatest baseball player of all time. And just on top of that, Willie Mays is one of the most impactful athletes of all time. So, Willie Mays, man, that was rest in peace, man.
Go ahead, Ryan.
It's hard to put into words, man, because like you said, Fave, we didn't see him play, but they continued to show that over-the-shoulder catch that he made. And he was just the player, We talking about the godson to Barry Bonds, arguably one of the greatest sluggers to ever, steroids and no steroids, he's a home run king. This was, I found out some facts about him too. He's from a small town right outside of Birmingham, Alabama. That's how he ended up playing at Rickwood. A small town, real small town outside of Birmingham, Alabama. But man, he is the one that kept that. If you point to, he's the one that begot, say, a Tony Gwynn. He's the one that kept, us in and kept us excited. That begot this player like your Kirby Puckett's, your Terry Pendletons, the other athletes of black color, black descent. Yeah, there you go. Over the shoulder. That's hard to do with a baseball. Man, excellent defense. Was it, man? Just great. Just the greatest, one of the greatest player in the game. Purists like Tim Kirchin, they are the ones that this probably tugged at him a little bit. Probably tugged at him a little bit. But 5'2" player all the way around. 5'2" player. Rest in power, Willie Mays. Rest in power.
Now, a lot of folks don't, like I said, for all of us that was born in the 70s, we never saw Willie play, even in his last few years where he was in the Mets. He lost 2 years to the Korean War. Keep that in mind when I tell you these stats. He had 660 home runs when he retired. So, and remember, he was in that mode. Let's start with, he was in the Negro League in 47 to 51. He was 17, 18 when he went to the league, went to Negro Leagues. Got drafted for the Korean War, lost 2 years. Imagine if he wouldn't have lost those 2 years. He would have had 80 to 100 home runs, which means he would have passed Ruth and Aaron, and he beat out Hank Aaron.
Yep. You sure right. When you put it like that, sure would have. And it would have, I mean, it would have been justified. And I mean, just look at these highlights, man. Just look at these highlights. I know they're in black and white, but brother, this guy put some doggone some wood to that peel, boy. Played well, outfielded well. That was routine. That looked routine, though. That looked routine. A lot of times now you get somebody with a dive and catch, it's like amazing, but that was routine for him.
Keep this in mind too, guys. He won a Gold Glove at 37. 37.
That's dang near impossible.
He wasn't the greatest home run hitter. He wasn't the best hitter. He wasn't a great base stealer. He wasn't he didn't have the strongest arm in the outfield. Roberto Clemente had a stronger arm. He wasn't the greatest base runner because you could say Ricky Henderson, and he wasn't the most impactful or most important African American baseball player that's Jackie Robinson because he broke the color barrier.
Right.
But he had all 5 of those tools, which made him to me, because he lost those 2 years. To me, like I said, we didn't see him play. All we go by is numbers, histrionics, highlights, and what the old timers say. Ken Griffey Jr. Met him when he was 17, 18 years old and said he is the godfather of center field. That's Barry Bonds' actual godfather because his dad played with Willie Mays in San Francisco.
He's definitely the greatest, man.
Hopefully, when they finish compiling the
for us, this is the equivalent in basketball to like a Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain, or in football like a Jim Brown or Gale Sayers. We've heard stories and seen clips and videos on them dudes, so that's what this is like.
So I really think that this needs to be carried forward and be like, it just so happened his death happened to coincide with them celebrating the Negro Leagues this year. I think this needs to be a day like they do Jackie Robinson Day. I'm just saying, maybe not at this time, but maybe another time it needs to be, and everybody do the same thing with 24.
I think 24 should be retired. I know San Francisco has a Willie Mays Day on May 24th. So I know they have a Willie Mays Day on May 24th, though. So
it needs to be all over the league, and everybody need to retire the number all over the league. And it needs to be everybody wear 24, just like they pay their respects to Jackie Robinson. They need to pay their respects to Willie Mays in the same way, in my opinion.
Rest in power, Willie. We didn't want to start the show off like this. I know last week I touched on Jerry West passing away as well. Mike, I want to get you and Ryan's thoughts on Jerry West. We already know the stats. He's the logo. They're not going to change the logo now. They're not going to change it. But Stephen A. Smith, stupid ass, let's change it to Jordan logo. Stephen A. Smith need to go a hairline. But Mike, go ahead and get your thoughts on Jerry West right quick.
I mean, once again, Jerry West is a dude that we never really saw. We heard stories about him. He has a unbelievable career. He was the diehard Laker, even though he went to Memphis, which Ryan is going to probably speak on that in a minute. He was a diehard LA Laker, and he rolled with the Lakers. So, I can't remember a week's time, and I'm pretty sure it's been, but I can't remember a week's time in sports where we've lost two iconic people in the world of sports. Not to mention, we had just lost Bill Walton. Lost Bill Walton a week before Jerry West. And Bill Walton is not in the same category with Jerry West or Willie Mays. But I just can't remember a time period within a week's time where you lost two mega stars like that, man. And, you know, rest in peace, Jerry West, man. Jerry West, and let me say this before Ryan talk. Jerry West, Michael Jordan, or Muhammad Ali, or Willie Mays, guys like that, you always think they're going to live forever. You never imagine that these are guys that's going to die and this kind of thing. And, like, man, it's
Kobe in there also.
somebody trying to do it. Huh?
You could throw Kobe in there also.
Yeah, them guys you never thought, man, that, you know, they going to live forever. That's how you felt about them, so.
And outside of his playing career, you know, the man is the logo. Let's just, you know, he's one of the greatest basketball players. He scored as many points as he did without a doggone 3-point line. He was just a pure athlete, pure shooter. When he was with the Lakers as a GM, I mean, he made some of the best moves, winning championship after championship after championship. He brought, when he became the general manager of the Memphis Grizzlies, he brought them from the doldrums to relevance in Memphis. That franchise, as far as the Grizzlies, whether it's been in Canada or in the United States, had been terrible up until Jerry West got there. Even after he left Memphis, he got the trade he helped broker the trade that helped the Lakers, his team, win another championship. Just one of the greatest guys, man. Just one of the greatest people in the business, you know. I saw that meme that Alan Tolley put on there, and I just, you know, I know it's all in good fun. It's just, I guess it's too soon. But it was funny, but it was too soon. But yeah, rest in power, Jerry West.
Two things that come to mind with Jerry West. He's still the only player to play in the finals on the losing team to win MVP.
Now, yeah, you know, somebody brought up a point a few years ago, and I know this was when the game was relatively young as far as pro basketball, but Jerry West being the logo is almost the equivalent of Jim Kelly would be in the logo in the NFL almost. Because he went to the finals so many times and came up short so many times. But, I mean, he ended up scratching out one, I think. Didn't he scratch out one, Mike?
Who?
Jerry
West. One championship.
He got 1-8.
I think he won one with what's the name?
Lakers. One with Gail Goodrich. That's the only one they won. The year they won it, Elgin Baylor had tore his knee up and couldn't get back, and he retired. And one it was Will also, but Elgin Baylor had got hurt early in the year they won. That's the year they won 33 games in a row. Probably the greatest team we don't talk about with that team with 69 wins. That's the only one he won. And everything else he lost lost one to the Knicks, lost a bunch to the Celtics. I think he was 0-5 against the Celtics, 0-6, something like that. So, and the other thing, there's a quote he said a few years back when I was playing. I hear all these players saying, "I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dog out there." He said, "I'm a wolf."
I saw that.
Wolves eat dogs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Celtics were some big old wolves also because they tore their ass up. But he was instrumental bringing Shaq to LA too in '96. He was instrumental.
Yeah.
That's what. And he also traded for Kobe Bryant. That's that year in the draft. Folks don't realize Kobe was not drafted by the Lakers. He was drafted by Charlotte.
By the Hornets.
Yeah.
And got traded for Vlade Divac straight up. And I think the Hornets right now look at it, kicking themselves in the face right now for the last 30 years.
Well, there was a lot of, including Jerry West. You got to give credit to Sonny Vaccaro too for getting that one done. Sonny Vaccaro had a lot to do with that as well. Him and Jerry West were pretty decent friends because Sonny Vaccaro, they did a lot, had a lot of business dealings and a lot of basketball talk. But yeah, he got it done. He knew who to call. Jerry knew who to call.
No shade, not taken.
Yeah, just a couple just tough 2 weeks. Bill Walton, Anatole, my cousin, friend of the show, shot personal producer and researcher, said Bill Walton was just a wonderful human being, which he was. And a lot of folks don't realize with Bill Walton, that man was dealing with depression.
Yeah.
Dealt with depression a lot, especially during the 80s. Thought about, he's had suicide ideation, attempted suicide. And he got an epiphany saying, I need to still live life. And that's why you see the caricature of him. And folks don't realize they know him as a great analyst, great broadcaster. A lot of folks don't realize he was on NBA with NBC with Marv Albert and Steve Snapper Jones.
Yep.
Given away our age, that's how folks don't realize. I mean, Bill Walton, he was the MVP the year after they won the championship. Messed his foot up. He had foot issues.
Back issues. He had some back issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, he won a championship. Bill Walton won one with the Blazers. He won one with the Celtics in a reserve role.
Mm-hmm.
And
Six man a year.
Did he play for the Lakers? Didn't he play for the Lakers for a quick minute? Was it?
Played for the Clippers.
It
was the Clippers. He played for the Clippers in between the Celtics and the Blazers.
But I think the thing that he is famous for that I know of is when they played Memphis. I want to say it was in the 72 finals, 72 NCAA championship game, and they couldn't do nothing with him, and he went off.
I'm gonna ask this real quick to both of y'all. I know we're in revisionist history. Is possibly Bill Walton and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar probably the two greatest college basketball players ever?
Kareem definitely. I don't know yet about Bill Walton. Bill Walton he can be in a discussion. But you got to remember Christian Laettner. I mean, you got to remember Pete Maravich. So I mean, he's there, but he might not be like number two.
Yeah,
So I was
how many championship Maravich won?
How many what?
How many championship Maravich won?
He didn't win them, but he was the all-time scoring leader.
But how many championships did he lead his?
We can't compare everything to championship. Once again,
right, but if
can't compare everything to championship. Pistol Pete scored over 3,000 points in 3 years. In 3 years.
And where that got him? And what that got him?
We're not talking about NBA. We're talking about college. We're talking about college career.
I just want to talk about college. That's why I talk about college career, just like Caitlin Clark. She has the
college career.
What
he's the all-time NCAA scorer. That's got to go for something for 3 years. We ain't talking about pro. We ain't saying nothing about what they did in the pro.
I'm talking about college because you forgot Bill Walton won 2 championships in UCLA.
Christian Laettner won 2 championships.
But was he?
Kareem, I think, won 3.
He won 3. He would have won 4 if they didn't have the JV rule in college.
So, I mean, if that's the case,
Same thing.
Gail Goodrich and the rest of them UCLA boys need to be on there too. Because they won 4, 5, they won 10 in a row.
But was he as impactful as Bill Walton, though?
Who, Christian Laettner?
No, Gail Goodrich. You just said Gail Goodrich. I don't know the guy when he put them in.
He was. You naming all UCLA players. There's no one championship. I'm just saying you can't necessarily say if Kareem won, Bill Walton ain't a solid 2. He could be a top 5 all-time college player, but pump your brakes on that.
He top 2, top 3, but I'm not putting Maravich up there.
You ain't putting Maravich up there because he didn't win the championship.
How far did he go? You gotta look at we can't look at just points. What did he lead his team? What was the farthest his team went with him in the tournament?
I don't remember. They won a lot of teams in the tournament. But let me go off of this. Ryan, Dan Marino never won a championship. Is he not one of the 5 best quarterbacks that ever played football?
He won
never won a championship.
1 of 10. 1 of the 10.
1 of the 10, not 5.
1 of the 10.
Okay.
And the only reason I say is because you've had people come along since him. In his time, in his time. They talk about that 90. Remember that Drake line on 91 Dan Marino?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, at that time that was a big contract and he deserved it. He is one of the greatest Miami Dolphins to ever play. He's one of the top 10 quarterbacks to play.
He's one of the top 10 quarterbacks. That's just like, once again, we go to the NBA. You can't sit up here and tell me that Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, and Allen Iverson all are not one of the top 20 players to ever play basketball. None of them won a championship.
I mean, especially Karl Malone. Karl Malone is the outside when before LeBron got into the league and started chasing Kareem, Karl Malone was right there. The model
Karl Malone was number two for a long time. He was a number 2 scorer all time for a good minute. So I'm saying we put a lot of emphasis on championship. Yeah, championships do matter, but you got to look at the accolades too. All I'm saying is, like when I just said about the NBA, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, and Allen Iverson, without a doubt, are 3 of the top 20 players to ever play basketball. None of them have a championship.
I agree with that part. They put like that. Pete Maravic's team never even made tournament, dog. So I mean, he didn't even make tournament.
Hey, he still was all-time leading scorer in 3 years.
And was that
Ryan, this dude scored 3,600 points in 3 years.
Bro, we talked about this before offline, and we were trying to see. There was some at that time. I don't even think LSU was a power. They weren't even a power as far as basketball concerned. He was the show. He was the whole show. But there was somebody that actually got close to him, but they they played like 5 years. 5 years, and I was like, "Who is this dude?" And they went to a small school. So
yeah, a guy named Antonio Davis.
For him to do it in 3 years is a great feat. Because how many years did it take Caitlin Clark?
4.
5, I guess. 4, 5.
4. Took a 4.
That's why she getting monkey stomped now.
That's the
and y'all gonna get out, and let me get this other public service announcement. If y'all WNBA officials don't get off Caitlin Clark, I know somebody to get you off Caitlin. I mean, we'll get you off Angel Reese. I know somebody to get you off Angel Reese. Word response, son.
You talking about that foul she did on Caitlin Clark the other day?
If these folks don't do right by Angel Reese, if you don't do right by her, just saying. I know somebody to get you right. Word response, son.
2 things can be true. That was a basketball play. Unfortunately, if you hit somebody in the head, they're gonna call that a flagrant.
Oh, they're gonna call it a flagrant all day. But see, and it's not like it was intentional. She was going for the ball.
It was. I agree. I completely agree. Everybody just. We already know. I'm just gonna let me check the chain of background. We're gonna show you who the folks that are complaining about that. Is that a clear background, Ryan?
I see it's clear. What you see, Mike?
Yeah, it's clear. They're trying to say something white, though. That's where we're going with this. You didn't get it, Ryan. That kind of, I know that dude, like he's like a brother. So I already know he was going with that. That background that came up was signifying something white.
I see. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Let me get my folding chair. Where's my folding chair?
So did y'all leave y'all cast iron skillets out on Juneteenth Eve? Y'all leave it?
No, I ain't want nobody to steal it.
They said if you leave the cast iron skillet out on the stove on Juneteenth, that the ancestors are still full of cornbread.
They don't cornbread. They don't cornbread on my stove. They none of my stove.
Ryan is so dumb, dude. I still
got some chicken grease in there. No, I still got some chicken grease in there.
Ryan is ignorant,
make sure you ain't got no chicken off in that fry.
Ryan's so stupid, bro. I tell you.
But
go ahead, Faye.
We talked about Caitlin Clark so much for the last couple of weeks. I mean, I'm tired of her.
Good. I've been tired of her. We agree on that. I've been tired of her.
For those that are watching, we want you to put your prayers up for Horatio. The Florida Panthers might be giving up a 3-0 lead in the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's throw our prayers up for Horatio because they look good right now. Because Connor McDavid is starting to cook. He's starting to cook right now.
Boy, he was cooking last night, boy.
Yeah, 5
Boy,
points.
he was cooking last night. I watched that third period, boy. He was on fire, boy.
Man, and for the real, like that last 8 minutes of that game, that was probably the most exciting 8 minutes in either the NCAA finals of the NBA finals or the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, that whole third period was exciting, man. Especially them last 8-9 minutes, like you said.
Yeah, they I think the Oilers have found something to get to the Borowski. So I think their next game is on Friday night. I might rest on watch the whole game instead of watching
No, it's Thursday. I think
it's Thursday.
No, it's Friday because the NBA would have been on Thursday, so that's right.
Mm-hmm. All right. So enough to talk about depth. Let's talk about the Celtics and championship. They won in 5.
We are the champions, my friend.
Somebody on the show had them in 5. Yeah, somebody in the show when we had our picks 2 weeks ago had them in 5.
Just say it was you, Faye. Stop saying somebody on the show, okay? Just say it was you.
I had them in 5.
Okay.
I am in charge of the girls. I am in charge of the girls.
You're in charge of the girls, yeah.
I think I had them in 5 too, but after the first game, I may not have put it in our group chat, but after that first game, I felt like the Celtics were on a mission, and they, it's almost like the Mavericks were like happy to be there, almost, and that didn't. And then the fourth game, it's almost like Adam Silver called and was like, "Hey, hold up, need my ratings. I need my ratings. Do it next time."
Scott Foster, he had brought Scott Foster in. When you bring Scott Foster in, he extends series. Either that or Chris Paul playing. Chris Paul, they gonna lose. So we already saw that coming. We know that. We know that script. So we're gonna be real brief with this because we got we might get the Mike's list in a little bit. Did Jaylen Brown deserve play MVP, Mike?
Ooh, damn, Faye, why you coming to me? Oh, okay. Did he deserve it? No, I got you. I think he played just as good as Jason Tatum. It could have went either way. Hey, listen, the thing about the NBA Finals MVP, every great superstar in the league all time don't have multiple Finals MVP. Steph Curry, I think, only got 1. Out of the 4 championships, Steph Curry got 1. Hell, Andre Iguodala got a championship. Got a Finals MVP 1 year. So, how much value is really into the Finals MVP? It's just another accolade, I guess, you need to put up there. But they could have went either way with that, with Brown and Tatum. I would have went with Tatum in that last game simply because he had 31. I think he had like 12 assists.
And what did he do the first 4 game though?
Yeah, he struggled in the middle.
He had 30 in game 3.
What did he do the game 1, 2, and 4? What did he do?
It don't matter. Did Jaylen Brown play great every game?
I think he had a little more consistency to his game than him. But see, the thing about the world's richest man in the NBA,
not anymore,
is that he plays on. I think the thing he deserves. He plays on both sides of the ball really well.
His defense on what's the name won it, man, on Kyrie.
Yeah. That's it right there. You want to be able to point to something that differentiates you from everybody else, and I think that's what it was that probably got him the MVP was his defensive plays. So I think he deserves it. You deserve it.
Brad Stevens the MVP.
Who?
Brad Stevens.
Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah, we got to shout out Brad Stevens for real, man, because the trade, see, people going to look at Drew Holiday trade. Nah, bro. Go back to about 6-7 years ago when they traded Garnett and they traded Paul Pierce to the Nets for future first-round picks. And them future first-round picks turned into who? Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
That was Danny Ainge though. That was Danny Ainge. Those two.
Yeah,
That's
that
where
was
it started though.
you know, we talked offline, Michael, about how, you know, at that time Danny Ainge had got all these draft picks, and they was messing them up until they got to Jaylen and Tatum. So I'm just saying, Brad Stevens, yeah, give him his props while he here.
Danny Ainge would not pull the trigger on a lot of trades, and he wanted the perfect deal, even though he fleeced Philadelphia. Think about Philadelphia would have never traded up to get Markelle Fultz. Philadelphia would have had Jason Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Think about go back to a couple years before that. Let's see, when Jaylen Brown was drafted, who was the number one pick that year, Mike?
Jaylen Brown, that was 2016. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Let me see. Brandon Ingram was 2. I think it was 2014. It was 2016. That was the draft. Like you said, 2016. Ben Simmons was 1. Brandon Ingram was 2.
Jaylen Brown was what, 3?
3.
I mean, all 3 of them dudes have been all-stars. Like, it was one time Ben Simmons was a top 20 player in the league. So I can't go wrong with that one. We're looking at now, but that was a time period when that dude was the deal.
I just want to harp on this draft right here. I'm looking at the draft now. I'm going to give it the lottery picks. Ben Simmons 1, Brandon Ingram 2, Jaylen Brown 3, Drydon Bender 4, Chris Dunn 5, Buddy Hield 6, Jamal Murray 7, Marquise Chris 8, Jakob Poeltl 9, Thon Maker 10, Domantas Sabonis 11, Taurean Prince 12, and Georgios Papagiannis was 13.
What year was this?
2016. If you go down just a little bit more in the draft, you got Pascal Siakam at 27, DeJounte Murray 29. You go a little bit further in the draft, Malcolm Brogdon is 36. He won Rookie of the Year, first player not drafted in the first round, won Rookie of the Year. Let's see.
I'm gonna pull up 2017 while you in 16.
And that's it. That's
Now let's look at the lottery picks too. So 2017 had Markelle Fultz 1, Lonzo Ball 2, Tatum 3. You got this dude here, Josh Jackson. I don't even know he's still in the league. De'Aaron Fox is a baller. Jonathan Isaac.
Afro Johnson.
Laurie Markkinen. He's been an all-star.
Yep, just this past year. Frank Ntilikina. Dennis Smith, Zach Collins. He's not in the league no more. Malik Monk. I think he was close to winning 6th man of the year this year.
Yeah, this ain't no super bad top pick. But we'll get in the draft in a minute. I'll explain y'all about this upcoming draft.
Jared Allen, OG Anunoby.
Yeah, it wasn't just a super bad draft.
Derek White was in this draft also.
Yep, one of the next to last picks.
Oh, your boy Dylan Brooks is in there. I remember that year, Coach K tried to say something to him, and Coach I think it was Dana Altman saying something to Coach K, like, who the fuck you talking to like that? Coach K had to apologize. Anyway,
the question is, I'm gonna ask both of y'all. I'm gonna turn the question around on y'all. Can the Celtics repeat?
Haven't had a repeat champion since 2018 with the Warriors. Everybody signed all the way through. I think Derek White's going to get a bag. Jason Tatum's about to sign his extension. He's about to be the highest paid player. I think he's going to get 5 years, $315 million, I believe what I saw, which would be higher than what Jaylen Brown got. And Al Horford's come back next year.
You sure Al Horford gonna come back?
Brad Stevens said today that he's coming back.
See, this the thing with the NBA, man. 5, 6, 7 years ago, we automatically knew who were gonna be in the finals. Cleveland and Miami. I mean, Cleveland and Golden State. Cleveland and Golden State. It was a top-heavy league, meaning you had 3 or 4 teams that you know were gonna play for the championship. Bruh, legitimately, you got 9, 10, maybe 12 teams that's got a shot of winning this thing.
Yeah.
Just sit here and think about it for a minute. Boston is not going to go nowhere. Milwaukee will be back some kind of way. Philadelphia, the Knicks. Let me tell y'all something about the Knicks. If Julius Randle don't get hurt, they had all them injuries. The Knicks could have had a chance beating Boston. The Knicks would have had a shot. So the Knicks ain't gonna go nowhere. Miami gonna get better. We ain't got to get into all the teams out west. I mean, Minnesota, Denver, Oklahoma City without even blinking. I ain't even mentioned the team that made it to the finals in Dallas. So the league got so much parity now, man. It's parity in the NBA now. I can't say Boston will repeat. I really can't.
I think they got to get a shot at anybody. If everybody still signed, the formula worked this time. Couple of tweaks here, nothing major. Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
But when you think about Boston, if everybody returned, Boston don't need nothing.
Right.
Boston is a complete basketball team.
Right.
They got 2 stars. You got a 3rd guy with Drew. You got Porzingis stay healthy.
Right.
Horford off the bench. Pritchard, Hauser. I mean, you don't need nothing.
I mean, just imagine. Here go another question back at you. If Porzingis stays healthy throughout that series, do they sweep instead of winning in 5?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Can't believe Xavier Tillman is a champion.
Xavier Tillman?
He got traded to Boston at the trade deadline.
Wow.
You know, Boston is a legitimate contender. Denver to me, it was the one team that I could see beating Boston. Denver couldn't get past Minnesota because Denver's other 7 guys on their rotation were trash.
Denver got to get some more depth, man. They got to get deeper.
They got to get back Bruce Brown, and Jeff Green wanted money, so that's why they left. I get that part, but Denver needs to talk to Toronto, see what it will take to bring back Bruce Brown, because he fit that system very well for them to win the championship that year, last year. You need Bruce Brown. You need a little bit more size off the bench. You need a legitimate center. Probably something like maybe make a run of Hartenstein, but I don't know how your money looking because KCP is a free agent. Are you gonna be able to afford to bring him back?
Yeah, Denver got to get some depth. Minnesota is gonna have to make a decision on what they want to do with them 3 big men. I think somebody gonna have to go. Somebody got to go.
Gobert's not. Nobody's gonna give anything for Gobert. Cat, they'll probably give 2 first rounds, but Gobert, no, he's stuck there.
Well, it's simply because of Naz Reid and how he's played. That's what it's about. But somebody got to go. Naz Reid ain't gonna keep sitting the bench. Maybe he will continue to be the 6th man. Maybe he will.
He just got a bad, so he gonna sit the bench. If he said I get 20-some minutes a game, and I still got my money, and I'm the 6th man, I don't have to worry about my contract for the next 2-3 years. I'll come on the bench. I'm good. But I think Cat needs to be traded. And if I'm looking at where Cat could go, one option we talked about a couple weeks ago for the Knicks. I think the Knicks is an option for Cat. Miami, I don't know how they do their books, but I don't see how Miami could afford them. But you give up Bam, but Bam needs to slide down to the 4. Bam does not need to keep playing the 5. So make a run of Hartenstein. Maybe Jared Allen, Let Mobley cook a little bit. He showed a little some in the playoffs when Jared Allen got hurt. But Denver's the only team I see matching up with Denver with Boston. I mean, excuse me, because Boston has Tatum, and they got a bunch of guys that can play defense. They don't have to. They can switch anything. When I mean they can switch anything, that team can switch anything. They can switch anything on any action that you give them, any action. But enough about the champs. Congratulations, you got your 18 banner. Anatole said earlier that Jerry West was pissed that he'd rather die than want to see the Lakers not be in the league for the championship. They ain't Boston winning. This is the part of the show where we look at Dallas Mavericks. What do they need to do? Boston, they just need to make sure they maybe touch up. Pritchard is okay. You got enough to switch around, so I don't think they need anything. Dallas. I'm gonna start with Ryan. Then go to Mike. Is Kyrie a viable number 2 at this stage in his career for a championship caliber team?
I mean, it depends on Kyrie. Does Kyrie want to win, or does he just want to be the show? If he gets an ego and wants to be the number 1, and we've seen that before, no. Now, if he's about winning a championship and knows that, okay, Luka is the man, I'm gonna be a strong Robin to this Batman. I'm gonna be the best Robin I can be and not get killed, Batman. And just, every time you hit a crazy three or a crazy play, I say, holy Luka, Batman, or something, you know what I'm saying? If he can do that, then yeah, I think he'll be a good number 2.
I mean,
if he can't, he'll be on the road again. But I think this is the most comfortable I've seen him. This is the most comfortable I think I've seen him in a long time. I think since the doggone Cleveland year. This is the most comfortable I've ever seen.
Reason why? Because he got married. That's why.
I think Kyrie. I think this Boston series shook him up going back to Boston. From what they say, man, they say Boston fans are the worst fans on the planet, and I think it affected Kyrie Irving. That shows you that he is a Robin, because people you saw what LeBron did a couple years back, Game 6, going in there, and he dropped 45 on them. So everybody ain't affected by that. I mean, it was different for Kyrie because you was a Celtic. The problem with Dallas, and let me just piggyback for a minute. If this series would have been Dallas against New York or Milwaukee,
anybody else, I
think Kyrie would have balled out. But because it was Boston, he kind of froze up, and it's understandable. But Dallas, they need a third scorer. They got to get some help on the third score. It was clear that when Luka, wasn't getting it going, Kyrie didn't get it going, you had nobody else can get you a bucket. I have no clue why they got Derrick Jones Jr. in the starting lineup. No clue at all. Defense. Yeah, defense, but they need scoring. So Dallas need to figure out how to get a third scorer. That's what they need to work on.
Dallas.
Or maybe they could get a player that got a little bit of both to them. If they got to get some good scoring and then be able to get some good offense and just some good, pretty okay defense out of it, they may be good. But they, like you said, I think they need more scoring than anything else in the first score.
First thing Dallas need to do, make sure put Luka on Weight Watchers. That's the first thing. That's the first thing.
He can get on keto, he'll be straight.
Get on keto, cut out the beer and the hookah.
And the pasta. And the rice.
Yeah. Cut all that out. He need to lose about 20 pounds, dog. He need to lose 20. Get on his Ozempic.
Won the Western Conference and Luka was drinking a beer. They got one out there where Michael Finley, man, y'all got to see the one where it's the championship trophy in place of the beer, and somebody got a Celtics thing over Michael Finley's face. Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But Dallas got to get more scoring to contend in the West, contend
Hold on, he's reconnected. But Dallas contend in the West, Mike. You dropped out. What'd you say that one more time? Dallas
I said for them to contend in the West, Dallas just got to get more scoring. They got to find somebody that can score more scoring. What you think about a Tobias Harris in Dallas, Fate?
She gonna be a Tobias here like it was in Philadelphia. Ain't shit.
Damn.
And to your point, Boston fans are rough, but they ain't finna beat Philly fans. I don't care what sport you play. They are not beating Philly fans. When Michael Irvin went down and they cheered, that was enough to let me know these folks were stone cold heartless. Heartless. Booed Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Stone cold heartless.
What about you? Okay, let me tell you. Sign a trade for Klay Thompson.
Ooh, Klay Thompson in Dallas. That'll be nice. Yeah. Klay Thompson.
And Shot was saying Klay Thompson won good this year. Klay Thompson averaged 19 points the last 2 years.
Yeah, Klay Thompson in Dallas, man. Now.
No state. No.
What would you have to give up to get him though? Because I mean, you want to keep as much of that team together, so you can make a legitimate run. But what would you have to give up to get him?
Hold up.
Klay Thompson unrestricted.
Yeah, he's unrestricted.
Oh wow.
Give me a second. I'm pulling up the payroll. Let's see who's under. Let's see who Dallas can give up for next year. Derrick Jones and Marquise Morris are unrestricted free agents. Hardy's on a what's this italicized team option. Probably Kleber because he shouldn't have came back. Kleber came back too early. I wouldn't have came back if I was there. I'll give up Kleber, probably Gafford, and probably throw in Josh Powell. And maybe I'll probably give it Tim Hardaway Jr., Kleber, and Gafford. Those three. I'll give it those three for Klay. Because Klay not going to get 30. The max he'll probably get it somewhere 20. Because right now, their projected salary next year is $173 million. That's their projected salary. And let's see, Dante Exum and Tim Hardaway will be on their last year of the contract next year. So, Tim Hardaway Jr., he was in the doghouse most of the playoffs for some stupid reason. Gafford,
yeah, I ain't understand that.
And maybe Josh Green. You give up maybe two of those guys in the first. You probably do some things with it. But PJ Washington was a revelation. I wanted to get rid of PJ Washington.
He was decent. He was decent in Charlotte, so it was a revelation. But it was just a matter of time for PJ Washington.
But Klay Thompson, think about it now. After watching this series, the best fit will be for him in the two state tax-free states will be Florida and Texas. That'll be
it's three outside of Memphis. Tennessee is a tax-free state too.
I think Memphis can have too many players. They're already a DT.
That's not even a thought for them. They trying to get back to where they were with Ja Morant. So that's not even. They had way too many injuries last year. But I digress. Yeah, I signed and trade for Klay.
OG Anunoby be a good fit too, Mike.
You think he gonna leave New York?
I don't know. He has a play option. DeMar DeRozan will be another fit also.
Ooh, DeMar DeRozan in Dallas. Ooh.
That's somebody gonna get you. He gonna get you 20. It might not be 3, but he's gonna soften up that middle for you.
Does he still have some property over there in San Antonio?
He might. Another name on here that we ain't thinking about. Also, 2 other names. Well, Caldwell Pope can get cold. Malik Monk. There's your third scorer right there.
There it is, right there. Monk will be good. Monk will probably be, if you had to rank it, I guess Klay would be one. And if you have to settle, Malik Monk would be a good person to settle on.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Tiffany Hamilton,
Yeah, I'm just looking at these. I mean, I mean, went down to Buddy Hill be another option too. He's a free agent. His defense is like a traffic cone. Obi Toppin will be another option, but he's not a 3-point threat though. He's a restricted free agent. But
Yeah, he's not a third guy though.
Yeah, Buddy's a straight shooter. Frederick Johnson, member of the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. He's at Buddy Hill. Good fit. I think DeMar DeRozan will play. I think DeMar will give you a little bit more as far as softening up the middle of the defense with the mid range. You got Kyrie and Luka who could drive. You can kick out to them. I mean,
yeah, give me one of Kobe's kids, man. Give me one of Kobe's kids.
I think those three guys are who if I'm Dallas, I'm shooting the moon for. If I do a sign and trade for them, one of those three, that's who I would go for. That's
hey, Fave, I want you and Ryan's thoughts on before we go to the Atwater BS list. Off season, what is the off season going to be like for the following 4 teams? Lakers, Warriors, Suns, Bucks.
Okay. The Bucks, they're thinking like, why did we fire Adrian Griffin? Why we fire him? And I also thinking, why did we trade Drew? That's the Bucks.
I got. I'll take the all season will look kind of funny for. They thinking in the land of the Cactus Suns down there in Phoenix. Man, they looking like what did we get ourselves into with this? You know, we got Beal, we got Booker, we got Durant. Now, how do we build around it so we can get back into into significant playoff contention? The Lakers, on the other hand, they got to get a coach first. We got to find them a coach. My vote is for Michael Atwater. I think Michael Atwater would be a great coach.
Hey man, that'll be the most corrupt franchise in the history. I have y'all at the games. Y'all will be up there coaching. Y'all don't want me coaching the Lakers. I'll be trying to holler at LeBron's wife. That wouldn't be good at all. Fade trying to play the saxophone in the locker room. No.
What the Lakers need to, I'm gonna piggyback on the coach part. Somebody became a free agent as a coach today that y'all should have hired 4 years ago. Fred said Moon will be your assistant.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't do good.
Yeah, would they hear that off?
Kenny Moon seems to be back there trying to put his jersey up in the locker room. No.
No. Trying to talk about hotel. Gotta have that third eye, my brother. You got to see, my brother.
Yeah, man. I won't be good.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm calling them and putting your name on the list, telling me you're the greatest AAU coach it is. Let me give you that there, because I want some of that. I want.
If they hire JJ Reddick, they can hire Mike Atwater.
Yeah, we're gonna be in trouble.
Phoenix Suns, they gonna be trash as long as Bradley Beal's still on that team because he has no trade clause, so he's stuck with him. So you got to trade KD. I trade KD back to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, buddy. So he can ruin everything they got there. And I like KD. It just seemed like wherever he goes for the past few years, it's been like bad move. Nope.
Hey, Faye, would you trade KD for Trae Young?
I'm the Suns, no. Can't stay one backcourt with Beal and with Booker in the last couple of years. Those guys couldn't stay healthy.
You need a point guard though in Phoenix.
If I'm the Suns, I'm gonna knock down the door and see what it take for I don't know. They ain't no point guard really. I need somebody that's gonna run the show. Tyus Jones will be an option. He's a free agent.
He's a good guard. I don't know if is he a star though.
You give him 27 minutes. Don't have to give him 35. Give him 27. Because Booker's not a point. I mean, he could initiate the offense, but he's not a point guard.
Right.
Who's other teams you just said, Mike?
What's the future life, all season life of Golden State?
Also gonna be like Golden State. They got to figure out if they're gonna are they gonna break the bank for Clay or do a sign and trade? And if Draymond cut the pool again, are we gonna cut our losses with him? Does he need to go and start a career with NBC?
Yeah, I mean, are you just gonna put it on? Yeah, I agree with you there. Are you just gonna put it on Steph's shoulders, just break it up, see what he can get, and just let Steph do his thing, bring some more people in to see if they can make another run, which you probably won't because the continuity is completely gone at that point. But what do you do? That's a great question.
And have I seen enough from Moses Moody? Have I seen enough for him? Do I need to go ahead and make a move with him? Someone like Dallas. Give him a little bit more minutes, a little bit more freedom in the offense. Is that an option for Golden State? He was a lottery pick for you. I'm still mad at James Wiseman. You didn't give James Wiseman a fair shake to me.
I don't know why I thought he wasn't on the team no more.
He wasn't. He got traded to Detroit.
That's what I thought. They didn't give him a fair shake, and he was the year that Clay got hurt. Didn't they draft him the year that Clay got hurt?
Did the year after? I think the second year Clay was hurt. Yeah, he was a lottery pick. He was a lottery pick. He's the number 2 pick, and they could have Lonzo. Could have Melo Ball.
Well,
if Melo Ball would have got drafted by Golden State, he won't be as injury prone as he is with Charlotte, which tells you something about the medical staff, which goes back to imagine if Greg Oden or Brandon Roy were drafted by 2 different teams. Imagine if KD would have been drafted by Portland. So what did I tell you? The medical staffs are trash. But we got to get to the last topic though. But we got on the summer talk about the NBA, which means and also NBA we're gonna be talking about NFL. So which means we're gonna be talking about NFL in a couple weeks.
Oh, okay. Go ahead because I got a good parting shot. But go ahead. We're going to Michael Atwater's list. This week's list.
This list is brought to you by what in the fuck you were thinking.
Go ahead and look at it, dog.
I looked at it. I'm trying to figure out how we got somebody at number 1.
I saw that too.
Wait a minute now. About 2-3 weeks ago, Fave and you and the rest of the cast were saying SGA got raw for MVP.
Still don't mean he the best player in the league, though.
He the best player in the league for this season. This is just strictly for this season. This is not overall. Because if we're doing overall right now, the Joker is number 1. I'm just talking about for the 24 season. That's all this is.
Oh, and Joker need to be 1, SGA 2, Anthony Edwards 3, and Luka 4.
For the season?
Yeah.
You doing that because because Joker won the MVP?
For this season, right?
Yeah, I don't think the Joker was the best player this season. Even though he won the MVP. I don't think he was the best player in the league this year. But y'all just said that about 3 weeks ago when we were talking about this.
I agree for this season, but I think just the fact he did win it though. That's the thing. He did win it.
So I mean that does put him at number 1. He did win it. He was considered the league MVP. But what was your order? What was your order again, Fade?
Hold on. I'm looking at some more bullshit right here. I'm sorry. I'm looking at I'm looking at this bullshit right here, 7 and 8.
Bro.
And then I'm looking at this season. Joel Embiid was averaging 37 points in 50 games, but Donovan Mitchell was higher than him. Okay. Rudy Gobert. He's a. Oh boy.
Defensive player of the year. I think he averaged 14, 12, and like 4 blocks.
And how many times he got cooked in the playoff?
Oh man, this dude got a comeback for everything.
Yeah,
Good
I wouldn't be favoring if I didn't. I mean, if you at work and you getting evaluated on your TEKs, and you think the principal doing some bullshit on your evaluation, when you have a comeback, this is what we do. This your TEKs.
I'm just gonna sign my TEKs and just do better next time. Wait till you get that summative TEK, that last one. I mean, what you got a problem with 7 and 8 though? Bronson and LeBron. LeBron too high or something?
No, I don't think. I
hope you ain't trying to put LeBron in the top 5.
No, not top 5. But did Jalen Brunson make all NBA team?
Yes, sir.
He did.
I think Jalen Brunson was second team.
Oh, let's take a look.
I think now.
Let's take a quick look. Let's see. While we're doing that, if I had to push back a little bit, maybe Jaylen Brown is above Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis was 4th in Defensive Player of the Year. Jaylen Brown also got robbed in the All-NBA voting. Let's take a look. Yeah, Jalen Brunson made second team. I'd probably take Booker off. Booker missed a lot of games this year. Halliburton, he had a great first half of the year. I would drop him some. I'll drop him to 15 and put Maxey up there at 13. Embiid, matter of fact, if I want to be controversial, I'll put Embiid at 15, put Maxey at 16, move Donovan Mitchell down to 17. Kawhi Leonard, I don't know why he's even in the top 20. Can't stay healthy.
You do know Kawhi Leonard made all NBA team too, right? Kawhi Leonard this year averaged like 24, 25 a game.
Oh, that's right. He did play over 65 games. He did that so he could get another contract because that's all he's good for. When his contract time is up, he's healthy enough to play, and then he go back to being injured. My bad.
This dude's such a hater, man. It's ridiculous.
I'm not a hater. I'm just that's what it's showing. He's just this the one thing me and Stephen A. Smith agree on. Two things. His hairline is gone, and that Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar possible in the NBA.
Yeah, they be on Kawhi.
I mean, think, what has he done? What has he done in the last 5 years since he won with Toronto? What has he done?
He ain't really done anything.
Injury.
He has. Doesn't he have two? He has two final MVPs. Am I right?
Yeah, and hasn't played a full season in almost 8 years. And he was corrupted by what's his name? Doc Rivers was corrupted by Doc Rivers. He hasn't played in the conference final since 2019. Strong.
I think we hard on Kawhi because every time we start talking about load management, he's almost like he in a dictionary like this, but he's still a great player. I just think he needs some rejuvenation tank or something.
He needs new knees. So
you need to find that old oxygen tank Michael Jackson used to sleep in.
I'm looking at down here. I'm going down. Bam, De'Aaron Fox, Cat. If we talk about this year, Cat missed 6 weeks. De'Aaron didn't miss a lot of games. Damian Lillard, he was trash this year. He wasn't even in shape this year. Jamal Murray, y'all realize Jamal Murray has not made an All-Star game?
I believe it. He can't.
He been
So you don't have De'Aaron Fox. You got Jai out there. You got Steph Curry. That's
SGA.
3. Devin Booker.
SGA.
That's tough.
And
SGA, Luka. You got 6, 7 guards in front of you. And let's not forget, whenever he come back healthy, Ja Morant gonna be in front of you.
Right, the Ja's not in the top 30, and he didn't really
He's
play.
not on the list at all. He don't need to be on the list.
No, Ja Morant didn't play enough games this year.
No, he ain't played for probably about 10 games, if that. I don't even think he played 10. He got suspended, then he got injured. So
Mike, I ain't gonna lie to you. I had Julius Randle where Zion Williams was at. If you're talking about this year,
You would switch him.
yeah, because
Before that injury, now Julius Randle was balling.
That's why I say put him at 32. DeJounte Murray, he's dropping. I put Drew Holiday where he's at. Let me go to your Let me go to your last part of your list. Go to your bottom list, your last 12. Şengün, okay, I see you, Mike, with Şengün. He's gonna be special. Miles Bridges, the ones that the New Jersey Net Miles Bridges, right?
No, that's Miles Bridges from Charlotte. Mikal Bridges is on there too.
Did Miles Bridges play at all this year?
Miles Bridges had like 21 a game.
He still beating on women. Okay. Let's see. Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is a better player than Michael Porter Jr.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. So Desmond Bane had a shitty year this year, and he was injured a lot, and he's better than Michael Porter Jr.
Desmond Bane averaged like 23 a game this year.
How many games he played?
Go look it up.
I need to produce him. Yeah, he averaged 23. How many games he played this year? Played in 42 games. He missed half the year, Mike.
And he still ball. It was one time he was going to be an all-star. But we can take him off. That's fine. We could add did I put Kyle Kuzma on there? I think I did.
You did. He's at 48.
At the bottom.
No, Michael Porter can't get on there just yet. 16 points. But when you have two guys averaging 60, they only make a lot of shots for you. Brandon Ingram, he missed a lot of games this year too. Cam Thomas, Jalen Green. What do you got? Anthony Edwards? I think you got Anthony Edwards in your top 5, I believe. Anthony Edwards 4, yep. Giannis is 5. I can give you that. Tatum played more games than Giannis. Some tweaks here and there. I'll drop the rank down maybe 1 or 2 spots because he got swept. He ain't look good in the playoffs. Halliburton, like I said, the second half of his year, I'll drop him down. He need to take a hit. DeMonte Sabonis, is he black and Serbian? Or is it DeMontis Sabonis?
The Mante Sabonis.
Monte, I seen it also.
The Mante Sabonis.
Yeah, he might be black. He might be black.
The
Fave, go to hell, Fave.
Oh man, Mike, you want to do party shots? Or we good for tonight?
I'm good at Ryan must have one. I didn't have one.
Man, real quick, congratulations to the doggone Birmingham Stallions of the UFL. They have, even though it's a spring league, they trying to show spring got something to say too as far as professional football. That's their third straight title. They won 2 in the USFL. And then when they combine the leagues to create the UFL, they have won a third. And they did something I've never seen in a football game on a championship level. They shut their team out, beating the San Antonio Brahmas 25-0 this past Saturday. And they are steadily, the NFL is steadily looking at these players still. You know, great. If you don't like spring football, just give it a try. I'll be honest, I didn't watch it. My time constraints wouldn't allow me to watch a lot of games. But I did watch that one, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Good football. If you need a football fix, there's the football, UFL. Congrats to the Birmingham Stallions.
I think I might have said it a week or two ago, but I'm gonna say it again. Shannon Sharp, congratulations on your new contract with ESPN. Congratulations, you have an expanded role on there, which puts me to let Stephen A. Smith know you are on the clock. I was told I was crazy because remember what killed you 15 years ago, Stephen A. Smith? The inflated ego of yours, where they say, okay, Steve, we'll see you later. You unemployed for 2 years. Yeah, you have your own show. You don't have the following as Nightcap or Club Shay Shay as you think you do. You think you know politics, but the only politics you know is none. Or unless you talk about Caitlin Clark, and she's a cash cow. So, Shannon Sharp, just make sure that you don't turn to Stephen A. Smith because it looked like your hairline is going back a little bit too. So don't make sure you don't have your hairline go back like that. But congratulations. Things did turn around for you. Big things are coming for you. You did the right thing by leaving Fox. Just don't fall into Stephen A.'s trap. You know,
Amen.
Just don't fall into it because you're more authentic to me than he is. You're more authentic than what Stephen A. is. Stephen A. Smith is he's a flex, and he's proven that over the last couple weeks with his comments towards the female analysts on the show. And I get it. Y'all could play like Monica McNutt was traveling with ESPN Radio, and that's why we can't have her on the show. It just so happened you had her on the show after the finals over with, and 2 weeks after she made the comments that you should have been talking about WNBA 3 years ago. They're saying it's because of traveling for conference finals and the finals coverage. I don't believe that bullshit. Don't fall for it. If I'm a female analyst that's talking basketball, I would not put in my contract I need to go on first take. Molly, if you're listening, which you're probably not, you need to get off the air too. You need to don't leave Stephen A. alone. I know he's been there for you for 9 years. I know that's your boyfriend and everything, but just go back to the NFL Network. At least you'll be appreciated there. I mean, Mike, so man, he had to put the certain ceiling fan on me. It's tough.
I'm right here.
But that's our show for today. We thank you for watching. We might do a show Sunday. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we be too tired. I'm still working. I'm still on the contract. So
my dog. Y'all boy hold it down, man.
yeah, we out. We'll holler at you.
Be safe, be blessed, be kind, and be good.